or methane gas. So it's all mixed. You had the mud, you had the oil, you had the gas. It's all mixed together. So in other words, it was methane gas that caused the problem. It's methane gas that gummed up the cap last month. It's methane gas in solid form that could once again gum this procedure up. You have to compensate for all the high atmospheric effects, and that's what they're slow to do.
But how do they get this shit down there, though?
What?
Like, they got it, there's pipes and shit down there. What did they do? How did they build that thing? If no one knows about 5,000 feet things, how is there a 5,000 foot destroyed structure at the bottom of the fucking Gulf?
Building is not the problem. It's all automated. It's done by robots, done by remote control. It's pretty easy drilling these things. They can drill these things, pretty much anywhere. The problem is you have a leaky fire hydrant, a fire hydrant that blows mud, blows caps back to where you started from. This leaky fire hydrant down there is a non-trivial problem. They thought that what works at 200 feet will work at 5,000 feet.
But the pressure there is so much different. It's like having it's 2,000 feet per square pounds of pressure per square inch per second.
Yes, that's the problem. That is the problem that people have always neglected, and that's why it's killing them. The details are killing them right now. It's like the Three Stooges running around.
That's what they call us.
Like the Three Stooges. Oh, my God.
Yeah, the Three Stooges run around trying to get the oil fixed and stuff.
So evidently, Doctor, you don't know much about the 5,000 feet situation either. No offense. I'm not trying to be, but you don't know anything about it either.
No. You missed the point.
No. I didn't miss the point.
Yes, you did.
200, 5,000. I'm saying...
No. You missed the point. The point is, we have to remove BP from leadership. Make them consult.
No. We're talking about the issue at hand. We're not talking about... We're talking about the impact, not the intent. You talking about cure... We're talking about curing a cold that's in the future. I'm talking about I got a cold right now. The cure for that. Do you know much about 5,000 feet, 2,000 square per inch pressure? Do you personally know how to deal with this kind of stuff? Do you know?
No. What I know is that you have to bring in physicists who understand the mechanics of working at high pressure. This is a physics problem. Mm-hmm. It's not so much an engineering problem anymore. It's a physics problem.
Well, as a physicist, what do you think the solution is?
Like I said, let me read this again. Let me read it again until people understand this.
Wait, just say you don't know.
He's yelling at you.
This is sophistry, sir. You're not saying you don't know. You refuse to go, I don't know. Just say I don't know.
Problem. You have to bring in the top physicists.
I agree.
You're a top physicist.
Analyze what the pressure is like. Otherwise, you run like a headless chicken.
Yep.
That's your question. What do you want to do?
I don't fucking know. I'm just an asshole. You're amazing. I'm saying, your mind is amazing. I'm saying, I'm not indicting you. I'm saying, do you know? Or maybe Hawkins knows or somebody.
Let's be blunt about this. At the present time, nobody knows because we haven't assembled a team of top physicists who will then say this is not an engineering problem anymore. It's a physics problem. We have to work out how to get this thing working at 5,000 feet.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
Then, of the 7 procedures that were tried, all of them working at 200 feet. Every single one will work at 200 feet. We had to figure out the best one, which will work at 5,000 feet. It takes study. Rather than running around like a headless chicken saying, woe is me, woe is me, woe is me.
So
the top physicists.
Might not have the answer right now. He's saying they need to put together this think tank and figure this problem out with physicists, because it is a kind of a lot of things, a little bit of fluid dynamics, some pressure, temperature, all kinds of fun things that physicists like to talk about. Yes.
Right. And like I said, nobody knows how to deal with it because they haven't assembled this top panel of people who will then take what works at 200 feet and extrapolate all the conditions that are different at 5,000 feet. That's why all 7 procedures failed. And that's why BP is clueless right now. They're making it up as they go along. This is incredible, making it up as they go along.
All right, well, thank you, Dr. Kaku. I mean, that's it. Hopefully they'll find some kind of solution for it.
Yeah, absolutely. When's the big show? Let's get that plug in for everybody again.
Well, Sci-Fi Science is going into 2nd season starting September.
Yep. Very good. We all watch.
The #1 new show on the Science Channel and 12 new episodes.
Oh, good.
Starting in September of this year.
Very excited.
All right, thanks, Dr. Kaku.
Dr. Kaku, thank you.
All right.
And Dr. Steve says hello.
Yes, Dr. Steve he idolizes you, so we're saying hi for him.
Loves you, yes.
Yep.
Okay.
All right,
Thank
Dr.
you.
Michio Kaku, everyone. We're going to take a quick break and continue.
Can I tell you why Dr. Steve text?
Yeah, please.
Ugh, all right, we get it. 200 isn't 5,000 feet.
Dr. Steve despises.
Because it's 2,000 pounds of pressure per inch.
Yes.
Sir, do you know what's going on? What I said, dum-dum. I'm not.
No, you're right. Your question was fair.
He's a smart man, though.
No, he's a genius, but I'm saying, I kept asking, do you know? He would not just go, no, I don't know shit.
But he's saying we don't know yet. Like, he says you need to get him and a bunch of these guys in a room and not BP executives and figure out
But he
how
wasn't
to deal
offering
with the
like
problem.
what he might.
But he
might know.
Maybe that's valuable.
Maybe he's holding out.
Yeah. Why is he going to do that?
Yeah. Why save the earth for nothing?
BP is in a position where they're probably monitoring the Opie and Anthony show for solutions.
No, they're not.
Problem. A literal gym.
Dr. Kaku was not giving up that shit.
Yes.
No.
He wants to get paid for that shit.
He's
got
like
the solution.
He's winking at BP. Call me.
Yeah.
Call
Yes.
me.
I'll
Nigga
take care of
get
this.
paid for that shit.
Let's take a break so we
The
can
answer
eat.
is to not allow Jews to run everything.